run the mediums on the rear.
Thanks for that, Simon. So it's as you were, all of those guys sticking to what they had last week.
Last weekend in Misano, it was the third set for more magic here in Misano.
Clash of the Titans in MotoGP. Clung one out front. Maverick looks like he's got away okay as well. Fabio will be third, but Miller leads into turn one.
Contact there between Miller and Vinales on that flip-flop between turns 2 and 3, and Vinales goes up the inside of Miller.
Rossi as well has made a couple of places up. He's got himself up ahead and just Binder and just behind Polispargaro.
Maverick Vinales just where he wants to be. Pecco Bagnaia pounces straight away up the inside of Fabio Quartararo. Oh, does he? It weekend's race winner, I think, was off the circuit. Certainly one of the opponents, and I think Morbidelli's now last.
Binder goes up the inside end. So Jack Miller.
Morbidelli's felt sick all week. He'll certainly feel sick right now. No repeat of Iterikes from Vinales with clear track ahead of him, trying to make an early break here. Bagnaia has made the move stick finally on Fabio Quartararo.
Third, he's got his teammate Miller up ahead of him. This is the perfect start though for Maverick Vinales as we come round to complete the first lap.
For me, he's picked up a couple of spots and moved up from 11th to 9th. Bad first lap for Nakagami. Was he caught up in that instant with now of Jack Miller?
This is the sort of thing that Esteban Garcia wanted to see. Disaster! There will be no 200th podium for Valentino Rossi.
Not the way that he wanted to celebrate his. There was late heartache for Rossi one weekend ago when he got picked for the podium by Mir. There's early heartache today for Rossi.
Inside of Jack Miller. Brad Binder then now into the podium positions. He's up to third and Aleix Espargaro.
He's got through on Jack Miller. Pecco Bagnaia then. He's a second down on Maverick Vinales. Got Espargaro and Fabio Quartararo.
Oh, Binder's gone down! Binder's gone down now at turn 15!
Morbidelli race winner last weekend in an instant at turn 8. Rossi down, back up. Binder down. Is he back?
It's now Quartararo in third place. Danilo Petrucci is up in the top 6. Tranmere's now
race. You can't take your eyes off 2020, can you? What more drama is about to unfold in the next 20? Binder did remount as well. Drama early on as well for Franco Morbidelli.
Progress. He's picking off a few a lap at the moment. He's got Lecquona just behind him and Petrucci up ahead. Who are we on board with here? This is at turn 8.
Espargaro and Morbidelli, isn't it? And Franco Morbidelli on the outside, just nowhere to go, was there? And there's Rossi down at turn 4. So... well, that was Binder. I thought that was like, you know what,
I'm between Maverick Vinales and Pecco Bagnaia across the line. Then it's Polispargaro in third. Quartararo
at the moment has he 3/10 slower than Polispargaro on that last lap. You're absolutely right, Steve. Polispargaro, like we've seen here around this 4.2-kilometre Misano circuit.
World Championship leader Dovizioso.
Like the World Championship league going into Barcelona.
Or can he? You just never know.
Who knows? I mean, there's a long way to go. 6th place. Petrucci's at the head of it. Jack Miller's not too far in front as well, and here comes Pecco Bagnaia.
Here of that Ducati and the Yamaha.
Binder's down again.
Twice. He's crashed again.
Binder's gone down, has caught out Brad Binder.
It's Shibuki's favourite in second, closing then on the man in pole position. So it's a big gap now for me behind Fabio Quartararo. A huge gap, and there we go. Again, another 10th taken out of Maverick Vinales by Pecco Bagnaia.
Now it's probably Mir, with a bit of clear track ahead of him, start clicking into some serious rhythm. The problem is that qualifying gets so much grip, and this track's got so much grip, the new surface, it just overpowers and overloads that front tyre.
Danilo Petrucci's up to 7th. The rookies, both in the top 10, have had a really great start over Pecco. My, how he needs some big points today, Maverick Vinales. This would do him the world of good.
He did all weekend. We know he can go the race distance in terms of his physical condition. He proved that last weekend. No drama to see as he really now starts to pile the pressure on Maverick Vinales towards the back end of this 5th lap.
Pecco Bagnaia, will he try and make the move into turn 1? Is he close enough? Maverick's been free from Pecco Bagnaia.
Yeah, they exchange fastest laps in this race then, don't they? The man Vinales.
There's Brad Binder.
Just the inquest begin.
Oh, he's on rails and he flies through to take the lead, but he's wide on exit, and now they're side by side, Maverick Vinales.
I think that was more a mistake by Vinales that let Bagnaia through than it being a good move by the Italian, but already with 22 laps to go here in Misano, the key moment of this Grand Prix. Look at the distance that Bagnaia is so demoralising for Maverick Vinales.
And look at the live championship right now, 10 points with
sheer brutal horsepower and the fact that they can put it to the ground being shown there by the Ducati. I'll have the lead and I'll try and break you now.
Yeah, this is the key moment for Bagnaia now as he crosses the line.
He's blitzed Maverick straight away, Steve. 32.7 from Bagnaia, 33.5. Although it's actually Miguel Oliveira, isn't it? Because Lecuona is further ahead of the road. Credit to him, he's inside the top 6 and dropped back down the ranking. So Miller at the moment surrendering vital World Championship points as well.
Well, the two rookies are just brilliant.
And at the moment, Vinales has got absolutely nothing for Pecco Bagnaia, nothing.
One noise on the bike then, I just heard. No, going down. I thought I heard someone go down. Fabio Quartararo then.
Really compromised Joan Mir. He's 3.5 seconds behind Fabio Quartararo. And at the moment, age of this race.
Around the two left-handers, having that Ducati like nobody else has ridden it in a long, long time.
I mean, Dovi's in a big dogfight. He's in a big group, but he's out.
That's your gap. That's the helicopter view of the top 4. On board with him, 5.6 seconds down on the leaders, even though he's lapping just as quick as Bagnaia out front.
Yeah, got into some good rhythm as well, 33-1. It'll be interesting to keep an eye on Alex Marquez because we know how good he is with Alex Marquez, that's for sure.
Joan Mir there then, in 5th place at the moment. He's been given that information on his dashboard as well. They'll monitor that closely to put in the rhythm. Dovi's now gone through on Jack Miller. It's just been a disaster. He said yesterday in the press conference, well, Jack cannot wait to get to Barcelona. In fact, Jack's name's falling down the time screens here.
Miller. Over line we come then to start lap number 9. 6/10 is the advantage. Bagnaia on that last lap, to be fair to him, credit to Vinales, was slightly quicker, down to a 1:32.7.
That soft tyre possibly now gone already. Yeah, he's livid.
Well, something's happened. I can't problem there. There was all scuff marks and black marks all over his backside. I wouldn't think he'd start with an old set of leathers. I've been with the old leathers. I wonder if Simon Crayford can find out very, very quickly.
Now,
what's happened to Jack Miller
at the front is coming down. Really brilliant pace this weekend. He's not done more than 9 laps all weekend. Vinales now looks like he's just starting to pull him in a bit.
Well, this is a different ball game as well. He's never been in this position, but this is a completely different ball game altogether. You can see that at the bottom of your screen. Valentino Rossi, unfortunately 17th. This is now just a bit of a data gathering information exercise.
Miguel Oliveira's got just quite able to maintain that pace right now. Every single position and point is
points adrift of Andrea Dovizioso.
Any news on
Jack talking to them, saying something about like the engine was bogging, like
stand at the moment, locked on points, Fabio Quartararo and Dovi would be going into the Grand Prix equation. Can he hold off Maverick Vinales? That gap has just creeped back. Carlos Spargaro also looks like he's just about able to hold off Quartararo.
Looks like 32.7 from the pair of them.
Got the same pace. Qualifying is just so crucial these days in MotoGP. He just got swallowed up somewhere in sector 1. Rossi's remounted. Morbidelli was in some trouble as well. Jack Miller's retired from the race. Over Maverick Vinales. Is that it now? Is this his chance to break free? It sets out of Vinales in that second sector alone. Quartararo struggling a bit here. The weekend.
Now again, almost identical lap times between Espargaro and around as well, so nothing between the two men who are trying to fight it out for the final podium place. There is Joan Mir, then he's 2.7 seconds behind Quartararo and about 1.7 seconds ahead of Iker Lecuona, who's still... Lecuona's just dipped back into the 133s, which will be a slight concern of Lecuona, and that gap now is hovering just over a second.
It's interesting here, it's looking like medium rear all weekend. Espargaro said he couldn't get anything else to work. Pole, according to our data.
Dumped it in the first 3 Grand Prix of the year, pressure building, talk that he wouldn't even be on the bike. Absolutely brilliant performance by him, and another very humbling day so far for Andrea Dovizioso. He thought they might happen at all, although look at that, live standings. It will be tied between Quartararo and Dime.
There's a lot of race left here though, Matt, for things to change quite dramatically. I will say this, if Maverick Vinales shit,
yeah, he can't hang on to the coattails of Pecco Bagnaia right now on this lap. Who's trying to get his teeth into Danilo Petrucci. That's a battle for 11th and 2B. And there's Franco Morbidelli, the race winner 1 weekend ago. That's a real unfortunate blow for him all weekend. And of course the early contact as well from Lace Espargaro.
Patching Fabio Quartararo up ahead, the Suzuki man.
You're gritting your your teeth in getting out there after such a horrible high side this morning to be ruled out. Crucial championship. Not the first time that's happened to a pro like the Cafe this year, is it? Of course, cast your minds back to Jerez when poor old Pecco Bagnaia lost him dear as well.
Cast your minds back to last week. Pecco Bagnaia in the closing
quicker last time around by about a tenth, but Espargaro standing firm. He's making no inroads himself. He's had a couple of bruising weekends himself. He's been on the floor far too often. He says, hey, that's just, but you want to be fast, you've got to take massive risks. You've got to push on the absolute limit for every centimetre of every...
back to Mir, Oliveira, Lecuona, Alex Marquez, Dovi, Nakagami and Petrucci. They thought that might be coming. He's been showing this all weekend. Can he maintain it?
That's the absolutely awesome, phenomenal consistency and speed from Pecco Bagnaia. That's why at the moment he's
7 laps. Reaching the halfway point of this MotoGP race.
Well, we know last weekend, this is now just a massive test of his focus, of his concentration. He's been at the front for such a...
Is left in this race at the moment. Valentino Rossi, of course, crashing and remounting the man in 6th, wondering what might be. Pol Espargaro here. Is that the soft rear tyre for Pol Espargaro throughout the whole weekend?
Well, this will be a big podium for Pol as well, won't it, in terms of the championship?
Yeah.
Yes, in turn 6. Brad Binder, unfortunately, well, all he can do is sit out and watch the action. Try again next week. 2 crashes today for Brad Binder, having started from a career best 6 in MotoGP.
From 12th for Pol Espargaro, Miguel Oliveira and Brad Binder taking a huge leap forward here, who still hasn't quite got into the rhythm that he showed here earlier in the weekend.
Taka Nakagami.
So last minute, we just had confirmation then, yeah. It said earlier in the weekend that has not worked for him other than time attacks, so
fair play so far. That late gamble, of course, it would have been a calculated choice to put that soft in.
He's finally got into the mid-32s to put in his fastest lap of the race, and likewise Iker Lecuona with
Andrea Dovizioso at the moment in 9th, can't get close to Alex Marquez. He's in a H from Nakagami, who's much quicker at this phase of the race.
Here's Valentino.
The way he wanted to notch up 250 races for Yamaha, not the way he wanted to at all.
Left in the race now, he's looking over at the rear tyre, but as it stands, he finished the race.
Applause. They would have loved to have seen Rossi fighting for the win early on and then fighting for the podium as he did here last week. Challenge and putting a big dent in his championship battle as well.
Across the line here for Pecco. Brilliant work from him.
Same match by Maverick. Yeah, you've got to say, you've got to give credit to Maverick. Brilliant. He stage managed that gap to around 1.3, 1.4 seconds. Frustrating day for Jack Miller. Let's have a listen.
Nothing got his way over the last 7-8 days here in Italy, with his teammate leading at the moment as well.
That's physically painful and mentally painful today for Jack Miller. I don't think there's going to be any dramas about people keeping 2 metres away from Jack Miller at the moment.
10 laps to go. Fluctuates depending on what sector we're in. Further back, 3 seconds down is Pol Espargaro, but he's now just coming up brilliant podium. He might have to fight for it shortly.
Yeah, running pretty high 132s, Joan Mir, 32.8 last time around, which was a couple of tenths quicker than goes rear tyre for a few laps, isn't it?
Further back, Miguel Oliveira having passed Iker Lecuona and Marquez looking like picking up their best rookie results of the season so far. Ferraro takes back his World Championship lead.
Yeah, Fabio will be reasonably ahead of him.
It's definitely coming down that gap, isn't it? Why is Bagnaia's name going down the... I'll tell you what, I want a word with a few people for that, because...
Look, my hair's already fallen out, and what I've got left is already grey.
Hate transponders, I hate
Pol Espargaro is going to have an almighty task here tomorrow. Was much the quicker man by 3/10. As Pol Espargaro just hit trouble with that soft rear tyre. There probably will be a drop-off with the soft rear.
Yeah, and it's happening at the front as well. Not quite as dramatic a now. This is the fight for third between Pol Espargaro and Fabio Quartararo.
And we say now, when it's so tight in this championship chase, well, they are huge. 3 of the biggest points of Fabio
Quartararo, so much speed through those fast right-handers. Is he close enough to have a look into turn phase in 4th? Look at that left-hand side. Yeah, the tyre's destroyed for Pol Espargaro.
He's going to have no edge grip on the soft rear tyre. Probably probably was, because it's got him in this podium battle, but at the moment, Quartararo.
Well, Fabio doesn't need to do anything silly here. He's not going to catch Maverick.
He got Dovi. Dovizioso's doing mid-33s. His pace is just nowhere.
He's got out of the lead here of his home Grand Prix.
Can you believe it? There was another Bagnaia. He was over a second clear in front. Who is writing the script in 2020?
And it's the same corner that caught him out and earlier on in the weekend.
Was that the rear that he lost on the gap?
That's a hard one to call. Might have to get Simon's analysis on that later, but
what a disaster.
all of a sudden, Maverick Vinales is leading this race by 4 seconds. And just such a bizarre season, isn't it?
You cannot believe it. Crazy with a capital. Something else happens that has a massive impact on the championship.
Has been given a track limits warning.
Quartararo's defending absolutely brilliantly right now. Can you believe it? Pecco Bagnaia. Oh, dearie me. Your heart sinks for Bagnaia. It was going to be a landmark day as well. It carries on.
Incredible, isn't it? MotoGP this year. I mean, where did this...
That's going to be a tough one to swallow for Pecco.
This is the battle for second. Pol Espargaro.
You're saying what a difference a week makes in MotoGP. Cash your minds back 7 days ago. Unbridled joy for the extra. Pol Espargaro, has it?
Mir is eating these guys alive in terms of...
Here comes Fabio last weekend. We thought we were going to have a VR46 lock out of the podium. Today,
Quartararo knows Mir's coming. This is late charge. It's the late show again from Mir. Poor Pecco Bagnaia. Yuki is closing. Maverick Vinales. What a result and a confidence. He's got 5 laps.
You've got to give him credit, Steve, because he never gave up the chase of Pecco Bagnaia. 1.2, it made sure that Bagnaia could not relax for any second, knowing that Vinales was ready. Wrenching that is for Pecco Bagnaia and for Pramac Ducati. We thought he was going to have that first MotoGP, and it's all gone horribly wrong for him. Your heart really does go out to Pecco Bagnaia, but that's right.
Who are all keen to finish on the podium, and one of them won't. Pol's doing a brilliant job at the moment
with back of trucks. That's what they need on Pol Espargaro right now, because Fabio Quartararo just cannot find a way through. Last weekend, second half of the race, Mir was in blistering form. Same again here this weekend.
Through the left-hander we go. He's got 4 laps to hold on here, Pol Espargaro. He's going to have a face full of Joan Mir very, very soon. In 5th and 6th, the Tech 3 boys having a great...
Absolutely awesome. Andrea Dovizioso, it's another bonus that Pecco Bagnaia's gone down because he...
Through turn 11, through turn 12, and Fabio doesn't go for the lunge just yet.
Do you know what? Our fear for Pol Espargaro, our fear he's not Quartararo and Mir. They're just ganging up right behind him. Pol Espargaro is not famous for being a smooth rider. He's
can't get any drive, Pol Espargaro at the moment. Here comes Mir. He attacks straight away. Straight away. That time, Fabio to try and go through on Pol Espargaro, and Joan Mir might try and take 2 in 1.
No mercy, Mir. That was the Italian. He's done it now to Fabio Quartararo, and now he's all over the rear tyre. Pol Espargaro, he's going for it straight away. Front end of the KTM. Quick glimpse there in the Pramac Ducati garage of the luckless Pecco Bagnaia. Well, Pol Espargaro will know. He saw Joan Mir's front tyre there, so he'll know it's coming.
4.7 clear. This is now on board with Joan Mir, coming through. Turn 11s, 12, 13.
Flop, doesn't he, between turns 1 and 2. He made a lot of moves there last weekend. He made it brilliantly last time around. Now out of this final corner to make sure he's close enough. Will he try and attack on the brakes into the first corner?
Joan Mir then up into second place.
Yeah, the Suzuki boys, they love that. Federico Tondelli, the PR.
Kalekawona's name's dropped down the time screens, but I'm not going to say he's crashed yet, in case he has.
And Andrea Dovizioso moves up yet another spot.
Poor old Pol Espargaro.
Kawona, he's down, let's hope he's okay. Just look at the rhythm that Mir's got. He's just... The Vinales count, they can barely watch. They've got no fingernails left.
Wow, this would be some statement. It's just unreal. Fabio Quartararo, as it stands, the guy should be in bed. He shouldn't even be out there. He's gone through on Danilo Petrucci now. He's into 9th. The stories do not end, and we start the final lap of the race.
Well, he won't take it. He won't take the long lap penalty now.
But the World Championship leader then, he might not be the World Championship leader now, after all, because he's got to take that long lap penalty.
Pure drama, pure theatre yet again. Now, will he take it, hoping that he can somehow get back?
Well, Well, it's all eyes then on Quartararo as we approach the penalty loop at turn 9. Is he going to take the penalty loop? No.
No, he's going to get the post-race time penalty. What they'll do,
in the meantime, out front, what a story it's been. He has been through the wars mentally. I've lost a bit of faith here. Well, he has proven a lot of people wrong with this result. A fantastic
27 laps here. Pure drama, pure theatre in MotoGP once again here in Misano.
The take second, Fabio goes across the line in third, but he'll take a 3-second penalty, which means that Polisbarg, where do you begin to analyse this 2020 season? And I'm so MotoGP races.
41 minutes and 55 seconds of just unbelievable action. Maverick Vinales takes the victory after heartache for Pecco Bagnaia. Joan Mir, what a charge off the podium. KTM know it. KTM know Polisbargo will be promoted back onto the podium. Ending rides by Miguel Oliveira 5th. Taka Nakagami was 6th. Alex Marquez 7th. Great job by him.
Delighted to see number 12 back on the top step.
Mario, Maverick just told us. Because in these days I receive many questions about this matter, and no, I'm well last week and we couldn't anyway, I think, achieve what we could. Finally, on Saturday, any Friday really helped us to prepare countermeasure, and on Saturday in FP3 we fixed the problem.
Congratulations to Maya Meregali. Thanks to Simon Crayford for grabbing that quick interview. Can you? Oh no,
Quartararo's not happy. He's just found out the situation. And can you believe this? Between 4 riders going in tonight, I'm speechless.
Simon, he had the pace. I mean, you didn't come to ask me before the race, but I would have said
it was shortened. I had it.
And then he did a good job. What to say? I mean, when probably he saw the podium in front of him, I mean.